Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Memphis, Tennessee by Johnny Rivers. And we're going to end up capoing this on 2nd fret, but we start out with kind of that intro lick where you play 3rd fret on the B string, 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, and then open G, and then 3rd on the D, and then open D. So we're going 3, 1, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3, 1, 2, 0, 3, 0. It's kind of that intro lick. And the chord that would kind of back that lick up would be a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And because of the bluesy nature of the tune, though, you may want to think about using a D7 chord. When we play D7, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the G on the 2nd fret, third finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds a D7. It sounds really nasty, and it's kind of supposed to. And then when we get to our verses, and then on that intro, actually, a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So if you took the D and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up. Up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, up. And then from our intro, we'd be going into our verse part. And our verse starts on an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, the third finger goes to the B string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And we stay on the A major 8 times, and then we go to a D major 4 times, and then we end up with kind of this D, and then an A major twice, and then a D major, and then some more D majors at the very, very end of our verse chorus. So we tried our verse chorus with our strum pattern. We'd have A with down, down, up, down, up, A, 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 down, down, up, down, D, 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 down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, D, 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 down, down, up, down. Now, one other possibility for the A chord too, if you're kind of digging on the 7, actually on the D7 chord, is to use an A7 through the verse for the A's. And the way we play A7 is if you take the A major and kind of lift off the 2nd finger, which is a dangerous finger to lift, that sounds an A7 chord. You could readjust your 2nd finger to the B string, actually, if you're slightly offended by that. And another possibility is to take the pinky and kind of add it in on the high E on the 3rd fret. That would be another way you could kind of play the A7 chord. So you may want to think about that for your A's. Now the weird part to play along with Johnny Rivers, though, instead of starting on a D major chord for the intro, is actually starting on an E major chord. So what you want to do to play along with the recording is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then your D major is really an E major chord, and your A major is really a B major chord. But you can still kind of kick it off with that intro, like we have the 3, 1, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3, 1, 2, 0, 3, 0. And then, or you could just strum through that, and you have to do it down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down. And then if we try that strum pattern through our first verse, we'd have A with down, down, up, down, A, 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 down. D down, down, up, down, 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 A down, down, up, down, A down, down, up, down, D 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 down, down, up, down. And then from there, then we were repeating our verse. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to this song is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down to the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the A A chord, you'd have the A string for your bass. And on the D chord, you'd have the D string for your bass. So we tried that next verse with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have A with an A bass, down, up, down, B 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 with an A bass, down, up, down, D with an E 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 bass, down, up, down, B with an A bass, down, up, down, B with an A bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down. And then from there, then we go into a solo part, which is kind of like a verse variation. So we tried our solo with our strum pattern. We'd have A with the bass, down, up, down, B with an A 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 bass, down, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, B with an E bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, B with an E bass, down, up, down, B with an A 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 bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down, D with an E bass, down, up, down. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to the song though is blues licks. Actually, this can sound really, really hip. And one really easy blues lick, and this is easier to demonstrate for E than it is for A and D, but if you take your first finger and go to the A string on the 2nd fret, you kind of take your pick and do like a down up over the E and the A strings. You could kind of start with just one down up with the first finger, and then take your 3rd finger and go to the A string on the 4th fret. And if you do a down up over the E and A that way, then that's something I call the E lick. Is kind of a down up with the first finger, down up with the 3rd finger. And it sounds a little bluesy. Down up, down up, and there are different variations of this lick actually. Right now I'm thinking 1st finger to 3rd finger. So kind of a down up 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3. There's some cool variations you could do where you could do 1, 1, 3, 1. 1, 1, 3, 1. I know I'm playing on the 2nd fret and 4th fret, but I'm using 1st finger to 3rd finger. So I'm thinking 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. Or you can take the 3rd finger and do it on the E string and kind of get some different kind of bluesy sounds. And then on the A string, you can even add in the pinky to the 4th, or to the, what would have been the 5th fret, but really capo's the 7th. But you'd be going 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1 with your fingers, having the pinky kind of stretch over what would have been 5th fret. So you may want to think about using that fret, and I know we don't actually get to use that one, that's kind of the A lick, but you could take that idea, and if you do that idea on the A and the D string, then that's what we could call the A lick, and that could take the place of the A chords through the song. And if we do the 1st finger on the G string, then we could kind of get that same idea on the D and the G string together, kind of for our D chords. So if you wanted to, you could kind of work it that way, and it's almost like 2 licks would kind of equal what we were doing is down, down, up, down, up. So we tried our next verse that way. We'd have through our verse again, and what you may want to think about is kind of mixing up all those things we just talked about. You could have the A with the down, down, up, down, up, or you could throw in that kind of bass down, up, down, up, with the A, or you could kind of do the A lick. And then when you get the D, then you can do the down, down, up on the down with a D, or bass down, up, or throw your blues licks in. Actually, we kind of have a return outro. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Memphis, Tennessee by Johnny Rivers. So good luck!